determine the uniformly distributed load carrying capacity of the welded plate girder shown in figure when it is used as a cantilever beam 4 meters effective span and check it for shear. Check it for shear, deflection, web buckling and also web crippling. Assuming stiff bearing length as 100 mm. So my dear students, in the examination directly they will ask questions like this. Okay. Anyway, this is very easiest problem. I will make you very easy. So here what it is saying, and determine a UDL carrying a capacity welded plate is there. In the shown figure, I will draw the diagram. It is used as a cantilever beam. The beam length is 4 meters. They given already. So you have to check it for the shear, deflection, web buckling, and also web crippling. As well as take the data is stiff bearing length is 100 mm only. Now I will draw clearly the diagram, dissection, whatever it is there. Sorry, it is here only. Yeah. This is a 200 mm. This is a neutral axis. This is a 800 mm. The thickness of the flange is 16 mm and here also 16 mm. And thickness of the web, which is also 16 mm. So how the load distribution is happen here? It is like this. Okay. So here at this in the flange, it may be what happens 200 into 16F. The stress is 200 into 16. The F is the Fy, yield stress. That is the load acting here. So now for this case, what happens? It is half of this portion. It is a total is 800. So up to here it is a 400 and up to here it is a 400. So 400 into the thickness of the web. That is a 400 into 16. The load is here. 400 into 16 is the area into stress Fy. You will get like this. Again here also the same thing. 400 into 16 into Fy. Okay. Yeah, it here also 200 into 16 Fy. Area into stress. You will get the load here like this. Okay. The total length, the total length you will see from here to here. It is what happens 800 and also 16 plus 16 you have to add. And if it is only up to this portion, the neutral axis portion, what happens? The 800 plus 16 by 2 plus 16 by 2. Here we are taking up to half of this portion and here also we are taking up to half of this portion. It may be 816. Okay. So this is the values they given. First we will solve this problem. For solution. Yeah. Wait for 1 second. This is a very easiest problem. You can practice yourself also. First, IZZ is nothing but BDQ by 12. B is the flange is 200 and 832 cube by 12. So this one is 832 means 800 plus 16 plus 16. So you will get 832. The total length of this one is 832. This is 200. So my dear students, so B is 200. Here it is D is the 832. So BDQ by 12. You have to write like this. Minus, you have to remove. What is this? This flange also. This flange means if you remove this web, what happens? That is 200 minus 16. What you will get? 184. Multiply with this one, this web. Now I am considering here only. this portion, whatever we will take, we have to remove this one, multiply with the 800. 800 is the D value. So BD cube by 12 minus 184 into 800 cube by 12. Okay, the flange whatever we are taking that one. So you will get around 1748.173 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. And also the ZE value we know the IZZ by Y max. IZZ just now we calculated 1748.173 into 10 power 6 by Y is nothing but D by 2. The total length is length by 2, that is 832 by 2. So once if you solve, you will get 4202.338 into 10 cube mm power cube. So my dear students, the IZZ value as well as the ZE value we calculated. This problem is available in the page number 217 of Bansal textbook. Even you can refer this one also. Yeah. Next, the plastic neutral axis or the mid depth is available. Hence, the stress Fi in top off as well as the compression and also tension is off. We know that. Now we will calculate the MP. That is 200 into 16 into 816 plus 400 into 16 into 400 total Fi. So moment is the area in whatever we taken here, you will see. Yeah, here it is 200 into 16 Fi. So from first top portion I will take 200 into 16 into Fi. So from here up to this neutral axis, this distance is 816 only. Why? Because it is half of this portion, again up to half of this portion only we have to take. And next, here the next load is in the web 400 into 16 into Fi. So multiply with the half of this portion, that is 800 by 2. So you will get the MP value like this. Whatever I wrote here clearly. The ZP value is MP by Fi. So MP is we know already here. Substitute here the Fi also we know 250. So once if you substitute, I will get 5171 200 into 10 cube mm power cube. So like this you have to calculate. The next step is section classification. In yesterday class also I told you the page numbers, in which page number you will take the table number 2. So today class I don't open the table, but you have to open yourself. Epsilon we will take one, we know that. First we will calculate the B by TF as well as D by TW. Based on these two values only, we will calculate the from table number 2. So by using this, you will calculate the section. B we know that is the 200, thickness of the flange is 16, we will get 12.5. Okay. And also D is the 800, thickness of the web is 16, we will get the value 50. So once if you compare these two values in page name IS 800 of IS 800 2007 table number 2. So in this table number 2, if you compare this one where these values are located. So now it is located, you know, it is around it is less than or equal to 84 epsilon, but here it is available between 9.40 equal to in between to 13.60. So please open table number 2 and check this one where it is located. So once if you see this one, it is related to the, it belongs to semi-compact class of section. That's why all of you check the class 3, the class 3 section. So you will observe this one. Now you will take a trial section. First I will take the trial section. So now I will assume same like the yesterday class, V is less than 0.6 VD. So how I will calculate the MD value? MD formula also yesterday I told you, that is beta B ZP Fi by gamma M naught, that is ZE by ZP, again ZP into Fi by gamma M naught. So now we will calculate the ZE into Fi by gamma M naught. Okay, so here I wrote here beta value is the ZE by ZP like that. Okay, now ZE value we know that is the 4202.338 into Fi 250 and gamma m naught is the 1.1 partial safety factor. So once if you substitute here, you will get 955.07 kilonewton meter. This is the value we will get. Now let us take the factored UDL. The factored UDL is W, that is the kilonewton per meter length. So how we will calculate the moment? Moment is WL square by 8. WL is the 4 square by 8. We will get 8W here. This is the factor UW. So now equating this AW as well as whatever we got the moment here MD value. Then you will get the load. That is 8W equal to 955.0768. So then I will get the W value is 119.385 kilonewton per meter. This is the value of the load. So now from this you will calculate the shear V value. V we know W into L. W is 119.385. L is the 4. So you will get 477.385 kilonewton. This is the calculation of the shear. So now from these sections, these values, the whatever we got the values, you will check for the shear, check for deflection, check for the web buckling, and also check for the crimping. Now we will solve easily. First, check for the shear. The formula we know already, we solved so many times, that is the Fi by root 3 by 1 by gamma m naught into H into T. So Fi is 250 by root 3 into gamma m naught is a partial safety factor, that is 1.1, and H value we know the total height, that is 832, and T is the thickness of the flange or web, whatever it may be, it is 16. So you will get the answer 1746.747 kilonewton. So it is greater than the shear value. How much shear value we got here? We got 477.7. So hence, so it is greater than V value, hence it is the same. Even you will check 0.6 VD also. So 0.6 into 1746.74. If you calculate, you will get the answer is 286.5 kilonewton. It is also greater than V. So then it is safe. So whatever the calculated MD value is correct. So if it is a check for shear means whatever we calculated the VD value, it should be greater than V. Otherwise, you didn't get the answer. So next, check for deflection. So for cantilever beam, the deflection formula is WL power 4 by 8 EAZZ. Okay. So here W is we know 119.38. L is the 1000 for cantilever beam. Sorry, not this one. Now we are calculating the W. That is the working load means whatever the load, whatever we got W, the factored UDL, we are converted into by multiplying with the partial safety factor and kilonewton to meter, that is a Newton per mm. So you will get the answer is 79.587 Newton per mm. So just I converted into the kilonewton to newtons and meter to mm. This is a working load. Okay, the factor load means I am deducting the factor of safety 1.5. That's why I am dividing with the 1.5. So now we got the answer is 79.587. From this, calculate the delta value. Delta is W L power 4 by 8 EAZZ. So W is 79.587. L is the 4000 power 4 by 8 into 2 into 10 to the power of 5 is the Young's modulus. IZZ also we calculated 1748.17 into 10 power 6. So it is nothing but 7.28 mm. So which is less than L by 300. That is a 4000 by 300. Okay. So this is also safe. So the formula for the deflection is L by 300 for the cantilever beam. We know that. So if it is not like that, definitely it is unsafe. The next one is check for web buckling. First, you will calculate the slenderness ratio, that is the 2.5 into h by tw. So 2.5 into h is nothing but 816. HW is the 16. So you will get 127.5. The next step after calculation of this, from table number 9C, if you observe the table number 9C, we calculated FC so many times by the interpolation, that is 83.7 minus this one is the 127.5. Maybe those values are 120, 130 like this. So 7.5 by 10, 83.7 minus 74.3. We will get the answer 76.99 Newton per mm square. So this is the FC value. Anyway, I will show you once it is finished. So now the FCW formula is B1 plus N1 into TW into FC. B1 is 100 and also N1 is the 416. So again TW is the 16, FC is the 76.95. You will get 6635.2, which is greater than shear force. So hence it is safe. Okay. So I told you already how we will calculate the N1 value. So N1 value, whatever we are taking 832 by 2. N1 is nothing but h by 2, that is 832 by 2. You will write here 416. B1 is the breadth, we know already, that is the 100 value we will take. And also the breadth means half of the breadth. B1 also B by 2. B by 2. B is nothing but 200 by 2. You will get 100 values. So remaining values you know already. Same like that, calculate the check for wave crippling. That is FW equal to B1 plus 2.5 into TF, Fi into 1 by gamma m naught TW. This is also available in class number 8.7.2. If you observe the 8.7.4 in the class number in the IS 800 code book. So once I substitute here, that is 100 plus 2.5 into 16. Fi is the 250 by 1.1 partial safety factor. TW is 16. So you will get 509.09 kilonewton, which is greater than V. So it is also safe. Hence, now we conclude the load carrying capacity is value is 119.38 kilonewton per meter. This 119 means we got an W value. So now maybe you will struck or the how we will calculate this table number 9.c table. So this is the interpolation value for this 127. I will show the code book also. Please wait for a while. Yeah. So the table number 9C value, you will take the FCD value for the buckling class C. Yeah, my dear students, we are taking the class C only, the buckling class. So for this case, how much value we got? 127.5. So here where it is available, here 122.30. But we are taking, it is a 250 value. So it is 83.7, 74.3. Here also 83.7 and also 73.4, like this. I will write clearly here again. So we need the value for 127.5. Okay, but the values are here. The table what it is showing, the KL by R values are 120, 130. The slenderness ratio. The for the Fi 250, the values are, if you observe here, under the 250 it is 83.7 as well as 74.3. Yeah. So if you observe here, for this case, you have to do the FC value. Okay, I will write clearly. Yeah. So now our value is located here. That is 1 second. Yeah. So our value is located here. That is a 127.5. Now for this case, you have to calculate the value. So by interpolating, how we will do that interpolation? First, you will deduct from this 8 at 83.7 minus what is the difference from here to here? 127.5 minus 120. Again, 130 minus 120. Multiply with 83.7 minus 74.3. These two values difference. Okay, then you will calculate, you will get 76.99 Newton per mm square. So like this, you have to calculate the interpolation. This is from the table number 9C of IS 800 code. Okay.